Hello everybody and welcome back to Alma. So as you can see we are now in July, which is surprising how much work you have to do to keep the animals fed and the greenhouses all going, just to be able to move on to a few months. So this is all the spare wool we've got, so there's no point leaving that, putting it into the spinning room. We might as well make, I think, is it going to be about £50,000, I think it said, is what we're looking at for this. So let's take the straps off that one and here. Ooh, we've zoomed right in there. So 7,000, 7,000. So what's that then total? 50? Is it 56 or is that just what we got for the trailer? I don't quite know, to be fair. Anyways, it was a nice lump of money that's taken us now to over $500,000. We also need to get this goat's milk into the dairy, because I think that's how we're making butter. So whilst we're here, we'll just bob into this trigger, and we've got some yogurt now building there, which is very, very nicely. But right, if we have a look on the map, there should be, I say should be, oh, there's two fields, so 31 and field 3 are all ready to go and harvest, so we'll make our way back to the yard. So I'm going to say, considering the oats are ready, and that is the slightly bigger field, we will start with them, because at least we can get, we're going to need some diesel here. We'll start with the oats first, but right, we are going to have to buy some diesel. Especially because we've put that big trailer on, so it makes the most amount of sense to do the messing around now, sort of in our yard, than it does going further afield and then having to do some, a lot more driving sort of in a time lapse. But right, let's park that there. Excuse me, I'm in the diesel tank. That's slightly better. I don't want to buy too much. So let's just go for 1,000 litres. If that doesn't get us through where we need to be, then that is a bad job. So, and there's 11 litres left from last we used it. Let's take this trailer. This trailer can go off here. So whilst that's refueling, oh, we can't get around there. We will go get the header, because it seems to be a lot easier to transport the header with a tractor than what it is using the combine. So we'll go get this. We'll then obviously have to go get our truck, put that on the trailer. We'll have to make sure also that everything needs washing when we put it away, because I know the new owners of the place, they won't want everything dirty and minging, will they? So let's move this around over here. We can leave that like so. So take that off. Considering we're in that's taking us straight to our truck, we'll go put this onto the trailer. The big thing will be making sure everything's out of the way, because it's only a narrow passageway to get down that side. So let's reverse onto here at an amazing 6 miles an hour. Then, like I said, we'll go park this up in the field as well. So I reckon, let's leave it up about there. Now let's find the combine, which that's not full. Has that taken? Wow. So that's over 1,000 litres to fill that fuel tank. That's phenomenal. And I'm going to, the oats, we're going to leave a straw swath, I think, for the oats, and we can bale that. Oh no, we've got the big baler, to be fair. So we might as well bale. No. I don't think we're going to. No, I won't bother at all with baling, to be fair. Because I think we don't need. Obviously, having the straw would be nice, but we're not going to be going and selling everything. So I think for our point of view, we might as well give ourselves slightly less work. Let's put that on. Let's get that unfolded. Well, we'll see how this goes. I haven't done oats in a fair while. So right, I will go this way around. And what's that doing? Is that cutting? brilliant. Yes, that's cutting for us. Right, we will just get ourselves cracked on and get as much, hopefully get this field done in one time lapse. So what do we think? Are we going to make it? 5% left. I'm going to guess we're not. I think it's going to be 1% of oats is what we're not going to be able to get in here. Oh, it's going to be more, I think. That could be 2 or 3%. Just how annoying is that? Or do I, if I just stay here, can I... That's lucky that's so close. We'll go and do this. So we have filled one, well, the front trailer, and I think, have we put a little bit in the back one? Yeah. So we're on 40, just shy of 44,000 litres of oats off this field. This is going to get us up to 64, so we may make 65,000 litres here, which I don't know how much you get for oats, which if we'd kept the horse barn, we would have definitely have needed these oats, but we got rid of that in one of the very early episodes. Oats. It's not showing on there just yet, so let's go on to here. To fetch a fair price, almost 2,000 litres. So there's over 100,000 litres of oats in that trailer, which is very, very handy. Right, is that? If there's a little bit left in here, we'll leave that 3,000 litres just for now, and we'll get this last little bit taken off. Oh, which to be fair, it won't tell me how many percentage points. Well, we've done 2 already. There's 3. There's 4. So I'm going to say it was almost 5% more of a load to go in to finish that field. But on a positive note, this field's done. We do not have to come back to do this field at all. Right, whilst we're doing that, we might as well fold this up, and then we can drop that off, put the auger back in, and then we can fold the combine up, and we'll take it straight down to our canola field. So let's get that folding. This straight down to the canola field. It's probably best if we spin this round. This is the annoying thing of this field not being ours. Let's spin this round like that. Now let's go and get our header, and we can take the header trailer down there. So we can just pull this straight on here, and that gap should be wide enough, you would have thought, to get it through, get the combine and the header through. So let's just park this up to the side into there. And then the next tab should bring us onto our truck and trailer. So we'll go now empty this into our side. Do I empty this into the silo, or shall I take this? I'll take this down to be made into flour, because then we're going down that way, aren't we? So we can empty this into flour, then take it straight back to the field, because I don't think we're going to be storing this, and the flour's coming very in handy for the pizzas and for the apple pies. So it's straight into this one. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on the first trailer, but it depends which hatch I'm on. Okay, brilliant, I'm on the first hatch. So it's always trying to remember which way to do these, because I don't use these trailers often. So it's, how do we change the one that we're using? It'd be U or Y, I'm going to guess. U. So let's change that to that one. Now once that's unloaded, we can change to the back trailer. Now with the front trailer all empty, change that to U. What I'll have to do also is if I change the front one back to the front, it keeps everything sort of in order a bit for us. And did I put some into the back of this trailer? 5,000 litres, yes, I put a little bit in. So we'll do the back one. The map's covering up that dropping out, so we'll swap that back to the front. Right, now let's go get this to our canola field. A big part of me is thinking, should we buy this field that we're driving over, just to make sure, you know, so that we're not upsetting anyone by doing so. Because what is it? Oh, it's nothing. They haven't drilled anything in here just yet. It needs ploughing though, so that's no good for us. Let's just start unfolding the combine. Let's put that on, and we can get that unfolded. Are we all done? I think so. I don't think we'll be far off. Let's get onto here, and it's moved us to one headland, which I don't like doing. I prefer two. It just gives you that bit more extra room. To put that onto two, like so. And yeah, we'll get started now going around here. And these are the only two fields that we can do today. Well, it's certainly not as tight with the capacity. We're at 90%, but it's not as tight as what it was with the outfield. But that's brilliant to see that we've got two fields now off. So let's just turn around and get this little bit. And I wonder which field are we next, because we're going to have to rest now. So let's just turn all this off and go and empty into here. So the back one isn't quite done. I don't quite know what to do with this canola. Whether we should just go sell it now, or, and I'm only saying sell it now because we're here, or do we need any oil for anything? Because I'm just trying to think, the bakery, what do we need? So we've got milk, got eggs, got butter, got all of that. And cornbread is, we just need fine corn flour, which we can do that as well. Got 2.4 million sort of worth of stuff. That's brilliant. So let's just unfold that and drop that off. Now we can... Oh, we didn't empty. Oh, I should have paid more attention there. I thought we were empty. Right. All we did is fill the back, well, the back of that first trailer, I should say. Let's go. When you don't have a header on, let's put that there. What if we were to sell it? What would we get for it? Next to nothing. It's actually the worst price by £1 than what that's saying. We will have to take this back to the yard then, I reckon, and go tip into there. So right, now that is officially empty, we can go take it back. But it's just annoying that there's nothing that we can do. Yeah, there's nothing we can do down here, so we're going to have to empty it to then load it all back up to sell again. Which field is going to be next ready? It's a 32 and 1. So I think I'm going to leave. We'll leave the tractor, we'll get the combine off the side of the road over here first. So I'll just park this up here. We'll then go get the tractor and the header trailer, which is just here, and we'll take that there, and then it will just be getting the lorry back to the yard, because when we move on we can get that sorghum field cut first, and then I'll be moving on to the wheat field. The only other thing I'm thinking is, oh no, I was going to say we could do it where we harvest a bit of wheat and then go do sorghum, but only with one combine. It would be a bit silly to pack up to move back again. So yeah, we will do it this way. May even look at leasing another combine, unless there's any in the sale. Is there? No. So likewise, we will just park this up on the side here, because that'll be the easiest way to get the combine's header on. So we'll leave that there. Now let's go find this, and we'll take this back to the yard and get it unloaded. One thing I have forgotten, which I will sort out once we're tipping into here, is the oats. We've put them into the grain mill, but I haven't set the grain mill on to do anything with them. So those are now unloading. So grain mill, oats, activate, distribute. That's the right one, isn't it? Yeah. So that will do that. Let's change that. So I thought I'd change that back to the front, but obviously not. Right, let's just start pulling on forward a bit. There we go. So that one's now empty. Do this one, and then I think I put a little bit into the back by accident. So if we change again, yeah, 20 litres, that's all I did. Right, let's pull this out the way, and I believe now we're just going to have to sleep and move on. But in doing that, I am going to have to take these trailers off, because we're going to have animals to feed. Come on. Oh no, I've got to go on to that one. Because we're going to have animals to feed and the greenhouses to water and so on. So as you can see, we're now into August. So we're going to get water into these, because they are very thirsty plants. So we'll start with this one, and then we'll have to go do the cows, have a look at the chickens, whether they need, well, we can have a quick look here. So cows need a load, sheep are fine, chickens can do with some. But I think we've run out for chicken food, so it's just cows and water now. Well, I presume that's as much as what we can do with the yard, and it's now just to make our way down to that sorghum field, because if we can get that one cut and done this episode, then it's the big wheat field to tackle, which that will take 1 or 2 time lapses. So it's just trying to break them up a little bit, which is where now thinking on, if you were looking at sort of video management, it probably would have been a good thing to start the wheat field in this one and then finish it in the next. But anyways, c'est la vie. We'll do a bit of off-roading here. Just cut straight across like so and leave that here. We are going to have to think about leaving ourselves a bit of sorghum just so that we can feed our chickens. Oh no, to be fair, we don't have to at all. The sorghum can all go down straight to the grain mill, and then the wheat, before we take the wheat down, we can then send that into the chickens to fill off. As long as, well, we'll have to have a look, which we can see, because I've got the animal food calculator mod, which is a brilliant mod, because it should tell you how much they need. Yeah, so for the year, if we hold 30,000 litres back, we have enough food to do the whole year. You know, just knowing little bits like that is brilliant, you know, for helping out. Right, let's get on and we'll get this sorghum field done and to the mill. That's field number 3 done. So once we get to this bit of an end here, we can have a count up of what we need, of what else we need to do. There's the cornfield, or the maize field as I would normally call it, to do on our right just there. I might as well unfold this and take it off here. Yeah, there's that cornfield there to do, and then that is all the fields this side done. So we'll get that out, because the first 2 bays here definitely need a bit more to be put in. Right, I think it's something at that sort of angle. No, we're still not getting it in the trailer. Still not getting it in the trailer. Why is... Oh, we're missing it. I'm sure you should be able to... Oops, I just put cosplay up by accident. This is showing me in a really bad light. Right, there we go. So we get that into the first one, hopefully fill that up. Like so. And then now the second one. Like that. Right, let's have a look here. So 35 to do. So there is one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. 37, 5 and 8 look like they're, and 35, they all look like they're going to go on the same day. So what I may do is we may cut some of this or half of this and then move time on, just to keep trying to push the series on. I'm not going to sell any fields, I do not think. But yeah, so there is all our sorghum. That's going to go straight to the mill. So that can be the first job we do in the next... Oh, I've done the same as what I've done the exact same as what I did with the canola. We've still got space left. Well, we've still got sorghum in the combine to go into the trailer. Right, 4,000 litres left to go. This has been a good load put into here. But like I say, I'm sure this is the best yielding field for precision farming on this map. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to buy it. But right, there is not much more to say than thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.